Legacy, 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 legacy. Black excellence, baby. You gon' let them see. Legacy, legacy, legacy.
Legazy. The gateway for African technology into the world, and the world to African technology. Legazy is a startup ecosystem bridge that supports African startups in raising funding, gaining market access, onboarding new talent, and upskilling through access to incubators. Why do we do this? Well, access to these much needed resources for startups in Africa is limited. However, with more mature startup ecosystems around the world investing a lot more in the fourth industrial revolution, Legazy partners with these ecosystems and fully funds the immersion of African startups to massive technology events, where African startups gain resources and funding, market access, and incubation. The value and the impact of these global immersions is not only for African startups to partner with businesses globally and widen their consumer base, but the value is also for the world to know what great innovation is being produced in Africa. Legazy. The future is Africa.
And I must as well thank Zuko for his hard work in pulling it together.
I think Legacy was great because it first of all provided the opportunity for me to be here. So I think definitely the whole idea of taking South African entrepreneurs out of that atmosphere and immersing them into the global market has been largely beneficial in terms of just opening up our minds to different opportunities. So I think definitely if Legacy continues to do this, they're going to make a very big impact in the mindset of local entrepreneurs, and just kind of also then exposing the world to what we have to offer as well. So it's not just us learning, but also us contributing some of the ideas that we have locally and the technology that we're producing at home.
Legacy played a very important role in the Web Summit interaction to the extent of affording us the opportunity to be part and parcel of the South African delegation that was here. I think that's something that I'll eternally be indebted to Legacy for, and we can't underplay the role that Zuko and Marcus and the team, and everyone else, and the various stakeholders they brought on board, Standard Bank, etc., in supporting this initiative.
Legazy, for example, for me, has played obviously a critical role. So they've added a lot to this.
Yeah, I think Legacy has an interesting role in connecting a scene in South Africa that is not really, let's say, engaging all together.
The role Legacy plays is instrumental in building up an ecosystem within the startup community in South Africa. It gives the people on tours like this hope that there is, more to this than the South African ecosystem. For example, it exposes us to the rest of the world, to a whole nother way of thinking, more entrepreneurs, as well as ones within South Africa. I think Legacy is very instrumental in that process.